That's right, folks. That's the bell for the start of round 5 of Battle of the Breakfast Sandwiches, the weekly series where I'm on a quest to find the best, the most delicious traditional breakfast sandwich in the Halifax area. If this is your first time seeing this series and you're not crazy about spoilers, before I start talking about it, I have thought of you and I put a link in the description below to the playlist for this series. So feel free to go check that out now. If you don't mind spoilers, I'll start talking about who won last week and who they're going to be facing this week. So last week we saw fierce competition between Wendy's and Tim Hortons, the reigning champion. Tim Hortons came through due to the sausage on the Wendy's sandwich. This week, we're going to put Tim Hortons up against Subway. I was curious about Subway and surprised that they had a breakfast sandwich. So I'm going to go in. Subway doesn't have a drive-through in my area. So I'm going to have to go inside the store. I'll take you for a little peek inside and we'll go order a breakfast sandwich from Subway. And they did say on their website that they do have them on an English muffin. So we'll see when we get there. And then we'll head over to Tim Hortons and we'll get this battle started. Let's go for a ride. Okay, folks, first stop, Subway. Here we are. Approaching the drive-thru at Tim's, and it looks like there's a lineup. I'm concerned about Subway. I'll tell you that after. Hi, could I get a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin, a sausage, egg, and cheese?
Sure. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you. Order placed. Yeah, I'll tell you about the Subway one once we do the taste test and do the review coming up. Okay, folks, here we are. So we have Tim Hortons. Oh, look at that. Nice egg and melted cheese. You've seen that before. This is Tim Hortons' 4th time in the Battle of the Breakfast Sandwiches. And over on the left, we have Subway's. So, Subway's didn't have English muffins. They discontinued them. And they have it on a potato bun. They stopped selling sausage. So this one has a potato bun, bacon, and the egg and cheese. Now, if you remember when we did the first episode, the way the competition was going to work was going to be all of the fast food chains, and it would be a traditional English muffin, sausage, egg, and cheese. But if they didn't have it, it would be the next closest thing. And this was the closest thing. Now, the only thing, well, I shouldn't say the only thing. My main concern was the egg. I saw them, and I should have known this or expected this from Subway. They're like a bunch of hockey pucks that are yellow sitting in a container that she just pulled out, everybody's been to Subway. And they just take it out of those little bins and put it on, and then they roasted it. So I can tell you the potato bun is a little bit hard on the top. Tim Hortons one's soft, but here you can see what we're dealing with inside. So the cheese is melted on top. So the proof is going to be in the taste, though. So let's see how these bad boys taste. Coming right up. Okay, folks, so here we are. So we're going to start off with the Tim Hortons one. You've seen it before. Look at that goodness. The winner, or the reigning champion, always goes first, as you've seen in the previous episode. So here we go. Yeah. Consistency. Consistency. That's really all that matters on this. For Tim Hortons, they're still doing it the way they should be. Delicious. Palate cleanse. Now, Subway. It looks good. Here we go, folks. Nasty. Folks, that's the worst of all of the breakfast sandwiches that I've tasted so far. The bacon is chewy. I had to trim a lot of that out because I was just chewing and chewing and chewing. There's zero flavor in it. There's no flavor. The only thing I could taste is the bacon, like it's been sitting there for a while and chewy. It just ruined all of the flavor of the whole thing. There's zero flavor on the eggs. Yeah, it's not good. So I know you saw the prices down below. The Subway one, it's pretty comparable in price, $4.89, compared to the Tim Hortons for $59. But this is like a homemade breakfast sandwich. Subway, I haven't eaten there in a long, long time. I like their subs. I used to always get a cold cut, but this breakfast sandwich is nasty, nasty. Sorry, Subway, but you should reconsider doing breakfast sandwiches because that does not taste good. So I might have been a little bit harsh. Hopefully not, but I'm just telling it like it is. Sorry about that. Next week, we'll put Tim Hortons up again. They'll be going on their 5th run at Battle of the Breakfast Sandwiches, and I'm going to drag myself out of bed early and go to Burger King. Burger King does have an English muffin traditional sandwich, so we're going to give them a try next week. And hopefully, I want to see some competition. Right now, Wendy's was pretty close. The only thing, if Wendy's would have had their sausage fresher or just made, their sausage was like it was sitting there for an hour. They probably would have run home with it because their sausage was a little bit spicy, had a little kick to it, not too much, but it was dry as a bone. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I love doing these breakfast sandwiches. And next week, we'll make sure that we have some better competition. Sorry that it was a runaway for Tim Hortons again. I really wanted to see some competition. If anybody has any recommendations of a place that's your favorite breakfast sandwich, that's a traditional one in the Halifax area, put it in the comments below, and I might swap out Burger King next week. Thanks again for watching. Please take a moment and like this video if you did like it, and consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. Jamie, signing off. That is going right in the bin.